What's up, guys? So in the previous version, I showed you that the current version of Blender was a little different in that I'd have to learn things about it. I'd have to it'd be a learning experience for me as well as you to know how to navigate all of these new windows and everything. But it turns out that the Blender scripts aren't even compatible with this version of Blender. That's by the scripts I mean the scripts to import and export your ELU files. As far as I know, they're not compatible. So we actually will be using the old Blender 2.49, and this is such a such a familiar program to me. It's just brings back memories. So I'm gonna do a quick modeling tutorial on how to put together a sword. It's like just real quick. It won't be very advanced or anything. So this is assuming that you know the basics of Blender, and this is just to you know just to make something on your own, not based on any background pictures. So this assumes that you know how to scale, move. You alt click to move the screen around. G is to scale. I don't know. E to extrude. W to subdivide, merge, and those sorts of things. Well, I'll tell you them as they come to me. I'm just scaling here to make this into the shape of a um, hilt of a sword. So uh, actually, so there's the middle, like the hilt, and then the handle would come out from the bottom. So let's add a cylinder and make it about 8 vertices. You don't need that many, it's only Gunz. Gunz isn't even in widescreen. I didn't even realize until I got a widescreen. I didn't realize till I got a widescreen monitor that Gunz isn't even in widescreen. It's crazy. Uh, mm, ZX, nope, it's Y, 90. Gonna rotate that by 90 degrees. It's R90, enter. RY90, enter, sorry. Size that down so that it fits here. Well, I'm doing it pretty roughly because I want to get this over with. Move this on the Z axis as I kind of move my cursor. Let me see if I can get it back in the middle, or somewhere near the middle. I'll move that down first. There. It's pretty close. That'll do. Move this back up. Z to see if it's in there. No seams broken. Okay. Now I'm gonna make this longer by using B to box select the bottom vertices, and then didn't mean to hit V there, and then no, G to move them down on the Z axis and make this handle nice and long. Now for the bottom of the hilt you can get creative, but I'm just gonna add cone here and just same 8 vertices. Just rotate it on Y 90 degrees. Yeah, and then move it here. So I'm not really doing the best job here. I keep moving that cursor. I don't know how to get it to stay put. Alright, so I'm just gonna size that down a little bit. Let me zoom in. Use a period on the number pad to zoom into a specific object there. Alright, that's all covered. Make sure there's no, just making sure that there's no no vertices like sticking out. Okay, so now we need a blade for this sword. Now, there's a couple different blades that you can do for swords. There's a sword with like two edges, and then there's a katana. Katana is usually curved, like at the top or all the way. But I'm just gonna do the simplest possible one. Just gonna add a cube, G, and move it somewhere near the middle. Let me go back into wireframe view by pressing Z if you didn't know that. Z, X. Make sure the blade is nice and thin. Move it over just a little bit on the X-axis, somewhere in the middle. There. See if I can get this cursor over here to the middle. It's a simple left click, and it's a little annoying. Alright, so I'm going to use Control R to make a loop cut, and basically what a loop cut does is it cuts all the way around. And what I did there was I made it, I hit Control R and then held my mouse near the top of the cube that we made, and it goes vertically. If you hold it over to the side, then it goes horizontally, but make it go vertically and then scroll up once, and then it'll make two. You can also type 2 in, but just scroll up, it's easier. And I'm going to use didn't mean to deselect, SZ, X, Y. I never get these X's right. And widen this up so that the flat part of the blade is a little wider there. And then we're going to make the sharp parts on the two sides. So we're going to go W, merge at center, and it'll tell you how many were removed. And if you do this for all 4 of the corners, you should come out with a pretty nice result. Merge at center. W, merge at center. Alright. So there's the blade, and I'm going to make this pretty long because I like long swords, like Yang Rang, or the Golden Dragon sword as it's probably known now. I don't know if that sword is even in the game anymore. I haven't played Guns in so long. But GZ. Alright. And then I'm gonna extrude it, extrude region up about that far, W, merge to make the tip of the sword, and there we go. So that's our nice long sword. Yeah, so it's basically how you make a sword. It's very, very, very basic. This isn't, this isn't gonna wow anybody because it's like so basic. So in the next part I'll tell you how to, well, not tell you, show you. That's always better. I'll show you how to texture this. If you want to start, messing around with texturing yourself, you can get some really nice textures from blender.org. They have, if you look at they have a resources tab, and under there is textures, and there's like loads and loads of textures under there. So yeah, so I hope you learned a little something from this tutorial, and I hope you start making your own stuff and stop going by pictures, and maybe get a little creative. Like I said, this is just to show you like the basics of making something on your own. I guess for me anyway, it was like until I saw someone else do it, it was like I couldn't come up with anything on my own. So I hope I helped you out, and yeah, hope you enjoyed it and learned something. There's more to come. Thanks.